What's up, everybody? We're gonna try this. I'm just joking. We're gonna try this again. Last week I was having internet issues. They seem to be good for now. Before we get started, I'm gonna bring us down just a little bit, but trust me, we're gonna bring that energy right back up. As some of you may know, I am a 40-something-year-old man, so I'm a child of the 80s and 90s. And growing up, didn't have cable, so it was either syndicated television or, just whatever basic TV had on at the time. And one of the mini shows I remember growing up was Cheers, and we recently lost George Wendt, and I'd be remiss if I didn't at least mention that because I loved that show as a kid. I loved him as an actor. So if you got something next to you, because I don't have the appropriate thing, let's raise it up and give a little toast to Norm. Rest easy, boss. Let's get this started. What's up, everybody? Now you can see one of my awesome guests on screen, but the other one, go ahead and say, "Hey, buddy."
Hey, buddy.
We got
Hey,
Mr. Eddie
everybody.
Von B.
I am the voice from above today, or below, whichever way you want to look at it.
I'd say below.
I
Probably.
say behind.
Boom, chicka, brown cow.
Wow, wow. So it's it's gonna be a show, y'all. Kyle is traveling to Cherry Capital Comic Con, so he wasn't going to be able to make it. He was like, "You think you could put something together?" And I said, "Well, I just bring on some folks and we can just talk about things." There's a couple things that I really want to talk about, and having Castle on here, something I want to talk to him about, especially because this is the second job I've ever had. My first job I got when I was 18, and it was working at a grocery store. And I started off in the deli. I went to the dairy. Then I went to frozen food overnight. Then I went to grocery. Then I went back to frozen food, back to grocery, back to frozen food. That's how I spent the majority of my career. So the last 17 years that I worked there, because I worked there for 22 years, I believe,
Wow.
I was overnight. You never get used to the hours of working overnight, for one thing. And I've told the story about how Jenna worked for the experience, and I did some editing stuff for her, and she showed it to Kyle. Kyle asked me, "Hey, you want to edit some stuff for us?" And I said, "Yeah." So, and what's going on, Nope? Hey,
Hey,
Commander, I saw you both.
ACIB, how you doing?
And that's basically how I got started here. So, what I want to know is, I have been a comic book fan, even though I can't remember crap about comics, to be honest with you. I've been a comic book fan and reader since I was about 4 or 5. Okay. What is it like working in a store?
2 words. Awesome. I knew it was going to be fun, but I didn't think it was going to be this much fun. Now, at the store that I am at now, where the one I was a year ago, it was still good, but everybody has a once in a probably a while a tough boss that they didn't even get along or they didn't like, and that was my situation over there. Where here at the store I've been working now at since October, and even the 11-hour days, it doesn't matter. I could do 15. I could do 5, whatever. It goes by so fast, and it's so much fun. Now, they got me doing a lot in the store, and most of it is the online stuff, which even makes it more fun because I get to video people loving the store, doing stupid things to win free stuff. You know, like we gave away a couple Wonder Woman like figurines, and we had them come in and spin like Wonder Woman on the TV show and say Wonder Woman.
Yes.
And hey, anybody would do anything for free stuff. They would do anything, you know.
That's true. I was going to ask you, what are some of your, other than that, what are your some of your responsibilities at the store like?
How the store looks, receiving the new release wall. That is my main, focus. The online stuff, definitely. The store before. Let me say this: the before me, the store was getting maybe about 600 views a video whenever they did them. Now they're averaging around 3,000. I still want them to get up more, but in 6 months, it's been great. We've been getting more traffic. Like, for example, Free Comic Book Day. We made $22,000 in one day. And that was because of the online presence. It was our first one, Free Comic Book Day. We posted every 2 hours or so. And this store has been around for 31 years. So it's growing. And to throw a plug in, and I don't think you know this yet, is that Kyle has got us to fill out the forms to do a live show on the EXP.
I'm excited.
Yeah. And we're gonna do stuff that's not on there. We're gonna do like cards, like magic cards, Pokemon cards. That is probably 60% of our business. Those cards, the packs are unbelievable. You know, we're gonna do figures, we're gonna do board games, we're gonna do statues. You know, I know shipping, he said that's an issue, but our store has an eBay account. So it's no big deal. But we don't know what we're going to call it yet. That's the thing that we have to figure out. Are we going to call it past, present, future? Or are we going to call it castles, whatever? You know, that's another thing that I love about the store, that the castle name is now... I got people coming in and say, hey, Castle, hey, I love your, and it's great. I know I owe it all to you. You started it because my nickname was Deathwalker. Dang it. I don't have my art book. I know it's later, but I created a character called Deathwalker.
Oh, wow.
And I know I should copyright that name because I'm surprised nobody has used that name. The only close that they've come is it's
Stalker?
It's Daywalker.
Daywalker?
Yeah, that's Stalker. Oh, nobody's done Deathwalker. Now look, freaking Eddie is probably the scumbag that he is gonna steal it
and he just said it. And he just said something nice to you too, man.
I should have known better. Why did I set myself up?
I do not take anything he says with a grain of salt.
Oh,
good,
goodness.
bad, and especially ugly.
What's up, Sean? Yeah, there's a lot of awesomeness on the screen.
Yeah.
But there's also awesomeness from below. I was going to say above, but below, with Ed as the voice.
Yeah.
Ed knows.
Yeah. I love Ed.
Oh, yeah.
He's like a brother to me. A long lost one, but a good brother.
Yeah, you're a brother to me too, Castle, like the one that gives the wedgies. Yeah.
But so that's another aspect of a store that they have never done. They have never done a live sale. So we're looking forward to that. It's just great atmosphere. People want to be there. Customers, you get the same customers every week, and it just becomes like a community. It's the best job that I've ever had. And I've had couple good ones, Blockbuster Video, and of course the fire rescue. But this, I never get tired going into work. So
that's how I feel about working here, man. And no, it's not just because Kyle's in the chat. That's exactly how I feel about working here. I never in my life dreamed that I was going to be this close to comics, and plus meeting all the awesome people that I have, like meeting people from the chat. It's not the best thing about the experience for me is we're not just words behind a keyboard. Like I've been able to meet and hang out with a lot of people on the EXP, and they're not just great in the chat. They're great behind the scenes too.
Oh, that's awesome.
And y'all being able to meet each other is something that I'm like, man, dude, the community we have here with all the people we have here, it's maybe biased, but I think we do have one of the best communities in the YouTube comic space, next to folks like Robbie. But it's so awesome to see, like, who would have guessed that I would be hanging out with you or Nope or Triple B or Ed for 5 or 6 hours on a Saturday night sometimes, just because I met y'all through the chat and y'all seem cool. And now, like, you guys have my number. You can call me anytime you want. Like, that's an awesome thing about this community, man. I love it. I love the fact that people talk to each other. There's friendships have been formed. Comics, man, this is what comics is supposed to do, in my opinion, man. Comics is supposed to bring people together, and it's awesome to see it happen. What's up, Make Two?
Yeah, and that's the EXP. What started, well, for me, it started with Bueller, and then because of Bueller, I got to know Robbie, and because of Robbie, I got to know you guys. Just from a claim show. That's not a claim show. It depends on what you talk about. Yeah. And then from that, I got to know Nick. So he's helped me having Sarah Frazetta at our comic book store. So it is a great community. So and not just with fans, just with even because of you, Jay. I got I'm drawing a blank now, but I got creators writing to me saying thank you for the review. Here's what's coming out, or I got the artist from Metamorpho sending us a card and with a sketch saying thank you so much. That is awesome. Mr. Nope in person, she's even prettier. And not just that, she is beautiful on the inside too. So sweet. So sweet. But yeah, just like that. And I just love what I do now. And having the Castle's Corner is this. I know I stopped for a little bit, but that's another story. But doing it now, it just makes it even more fun, and you could tell people too, Jay, it's not easy being in front of the camera.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's easy to be behind it, but in front of it, it took me a long. I still don't have it right. Even like Kyle fucking Kyle yelled at me because I didn't do a good job on his sales show because I wouldn't shut up. So
yeah, Cal sales show is a little hard because it's like I want to engage the chat when he's not busy, but then most of the time it just feels like I'm just sitting there like this and going, ooh,
yeah, that's it. And I was trying to engage and talk to people in the comments and all that and everything. And after the show was over, I said, "Hey man, I hope I did okay." He goes, "You did fine."
He's probably thinking better than Jay. At least you had stuff to say.
He was telling me not to talk like between a row and all stuff. Yeah. So I mean, it was a learning curve, but it was nice. I was nervous because I never did that type of thing. So it was a nice learning thing to do
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah, and see, that's another thing that I love about what we do here is it's not always just about experience people, the folks that work for the experience, the ones that are on the experience. It's about the fans. You know, fans in our chat, they have we push Triple B's
yeah,
live every Wednesday.
yeah.
You know, you send us the Castle's Corners that I love, and your last one, just got to go ahead and point this out, is sitting at 805 views.
How awesome is that?
Like, dude, let's go. And I love the fact that we'll do that. It's not just well, you're not really part of the experience in that way, but it's like, no, these are folks from our chat that do these awesome things. Let's push them out there. Let's have people see, you know, the folks in our chat are talented. We got CJ. I know CJ's not here, but
Oh yeah.
we got CJ
Oh.
doing sketch covers and stuff, you know. We got folks that make videos. Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to read y'all's chat while I'm talking. People have lots of their own screen in this chat. Man, that's true. And I try to be welcoming. I try to be welcoming because I know what it's like. I am very socially anxiety, and doing stuff like this is hard for me. But at the same time, it's the folks in the chat, it's the folks behind the scenes that help me, that make it worth doing stuff like this. Like my Saturday show, I don't have to do that. We could have just kept making recorded videos and, you know, pumping out the faceless shorts that we were doing. But, you know, Sean was like, "Man, I want to start doing lives." And I said, "Okay."
Wait, Sean who?
Yeah. Sean is one of the heads of the Hydra. I know, poor guy works. I'll get him next week though. I won't have him this Saturday, but I'll have him next Saturday with me. We'll figure out something to do. And that show is anybody who wants to join me. It doesn't matter if I've only talked to you in the chat. Anybody that ever wants to be on the show and just hang out and talk, it's open for everybody. Like, you don't have to be a creator. You don't have to do YouTube. You don't have to do anything. If you just want to come on and hang out and give your opinions on stuff, let me know. I will send you the link. I've had creators on the show. This past Friday, we had Scott Wilkie from Bad Bug Media, writer for Bad Bug Media, stayed and talked with us and didn't just talk about his book. We ended up getting into horror movies, which I know that was super exciting for you, Ed.
I know you got everybody like that, even nobodies like Eddie. You got, you know, you got every type of person on it, which is great.
Yeah. Jeez. And I, to be honest, I love doing stuff like that. Like, even if I don't have a creative friend on, I like just having folks that, you know, we don't talk to each other except for in the chat. Well, come on the live. You could talk face to screen, screen to face, and just hang out. And we'll figure out some dumb stuff to do. You know, we talk about, like, we're going to talk about some trailers today in a little bit. I just, you know, this is more of, there's no real, like, through line for the show that's going on today. This is more, we're just going to hang out and have a good time for an hour, a little over an hour maybe. And if anybody has any questions in the chat and I can answer them, or if you got a question for Castle, you got a question for Ed, pop them in there. We'll answer the best we can.
I have a little show and tell.
Oh,
just like a couple books, but
absolutely. You want to do that?
Not much. But I was, all seriously, I mean, Ed was one in the beginning, was one of the weird guys that was on Facebook. Remember?
Yeah.
He was the only one on Facebook, and everybody was like, why is this guy on Facebook, not YouTube? And then now look at him now. Where, you know, I make a lot of jokes because he's like a little brother to me, and I love him. But, you know, so stuff like that, from nothing to something, you know, that's awesome. That's what this channel has done. And I like TJ, and I talked to TJ, Make Two, Nope, Sean Who, you know, I love you, Sean. But everybody, and it's Preston. You could go on and on and on. How you guys have been going on for what?
5 years.
And you still have the same people, and obviously more. but you still, that's when you know you got something good. You got the same people here. You know what I mean? You could be a flash in the pan, but you guys are even getting more people. What, you're close to 4,000 now?
I haven't checked in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're like 33, maybe a little
okay.
more. I haven't checked in a bit, but like so we have David Moore. David Moore is a person that I see on Henri's show all the time, and the fact that anybody showed up to this, I'm always appreciative of things like I say that all the time, and I hope it never loses meaning to people. But when people show up, when it's not going to be Kyle here and it's just going to be me and some folks here, that means a lot.
Dude,
like it's kind of hard to describe, but it means a lot that folks would show up and listen to me ramble with other folks. Like, so I really do appreciate that.
No, people love you, Jay. You don't know. People really, no, I'm serious. You know, people do. You know, you're so humble and everything, but everybody loves you. Work related or just friends or just everybody loves you. So,
well, I
yeah,
do appreciate.
Yeah, Eddie said it. You don't give yourself enough credit.
That's true. That is true. I had a flash using during Civil War. I'm here, click because I saw you. David, I really do appreciate everybody here. And speaking of appreciating people that are here, people from our awesome community. He just got done with his live. He probably won't be able to hang around too long, and that's totally fine. But I want to bring in another person that's been on my shows, another person that's been an awesome member of this community, Triple B.
Oh!
Yo! What up, you gross mother bleeper, John Sapilli, Topulosis? It's time that we get back together. Hell yeah. How you guys doing tonight, man? I've been listening to what you guys are saying. It's been an amazing conversation, dude. Hell yeah, this community is so freaking awesome that we can have different parts of the community. Like what I was saying tonight, you can have somebody a little bit like me, a little bit in the after dark. You can have people that like DC, Marvel, indie, whatever you want, dude. We are all here as a family, and that's what's so amazing about this community. Hell yeah.
Do you have your Stein? Do you have it filled?
I got it right here, buddy.
All right, let's come on. Let's do it.
Cheers, y'all.
Norm. Okay.
I'll put it off screen.
Real quick, I just found this out like 5 minutes before. I forget when the year it was, but when he died when? Today, right?
Oh, Jim Irsay?
Norm. Yeah.
Yeah. Norm. Yeah.
Yeah. He died the same day that whatever 30, 40 years ago, the last episode of Cheers aired.
Oh, no
That
freaking way. Wow.
May 20th. Yeah.
That's crazy. And he dropped out, but Ed's also here. He just dropped out for a second. He'll probably be right back.
You scared him, Triple B. That's why.
Yeah, my spooky fiend, Eddie Von D.
One day, David, I hope to have Henri on the show, whether it's an EXP one or have him on my Saturday hangout. I'd love to hang out with Henri. I love Henri so much, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. There's people here. Yeah, absolutely, Bronze. There's people here that I work with. I do work for them, but I also work with them. That I talk to them like normal too. And Henri's one of them. Henri, I see something funny. I'm sending it to Henri. I got to meet Henri in person when he came down here to do Comic Palooza. And nice. I got to tell y'all, if you've never seen Henri Compen sell his books live and in person, it is definitely something to behold. Henri has so much energy, and just watching him sell, it's masterclass. He also has a Kickstarter going on right now. Since I'm talking about Henri, I want to share this real fast. Henri's got a Kickstarter for his Warline campaign. Now I missed out on issue 2. I'm probably going to jump on this one to get the other 2 issues, but his Warline campaign is going on right now, folks, and he's got a couple more days. He's a little behind, so if there's anybody out there that hasn't checked the campaign out who does Kickstarters, by all means, please go check this out. I'm selfish and I want this book to get made, so just wanted to throw that out there. So Castle, have I ever lost Triple B for a second too?
Uh-oh.
Oh, thank you, CIB. You take care.
Yes.
Um,
All right, brother.
have I ever asked you what your first comic that you remember was? Have I ever asked you that?
No. No. But I do have, oh, crap. I had it here. Well, I forget what number. It was a Flash episode, comic. And it was the comic that the Flash broke the Reverse Flash's neck.
Oh,
That was my
wow.
first. Yeah, that was my first comic. I can't. I think it's 357. I don't know, but I still have it. It is raggedy as crap, but I'm never gonna get rid of it. And yeah, I don't think you even know. I mean, if you have like 5 minutes, I could tell you how I got into comics. I
Yeah.
don't know if you know this.
No, go ahead.
A lot of people know that I'm from Dover, New Jersey. Okay. Dover, New Jersey is famous for really one thing, and that's the Joe Kubert School. Now, I don't know if anybody knows Joe Kubert. Obviously, he was a legend. Do you know who Joe Kubert is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Joe Kubert was my next door neighbor. So, and my mom used to clean his house. She was a at-home mom doing nothing. So, being neighbors, my other neighbor cleaned his house. So they both went and cleaned his house, and he was Uncle Joe to me. We went over for Thanksgiving. We went over for like dinners, and I didn't even know who he was. He was just Uncle Joe, you know? So what happened was after a couple years, when he opened up the new school, he asked my mom if we had room to rent for a couple of his favorite students. And we had a basement that, nobody was in. So we got 2 students there living there, right? So I was like maybe 11 or 12 years old. I walked down in the basement, and I would open the curious, boy, looking at all this comic books all over, didn't know what this was. And I would bug the artists, like, what is this? What is that? They would throw me comics, and I would sit underneath their art table while they're drawing, reading comics. I was loving life. Now, what was so funny is that one of the artists that was there, his name was Michael Chen. Michael Chen ended up being the dean of the Joe Kubert School, and he just retired like last year. But every convention, I would go to the Joe Kubert booth, and I would tell them this story, and they were like, Dean Chen used to sleep in your basement? And I said, yes, and you tell him this story. And every time, like a week later, I would get a message on Facebook, and he would be like, would you please stop telling the story, okay? These are my students. And of course, he's only kidding. But that's how I got into comics, just from a little known person of Joe Kubert. So I know.
What a way to get into them, though, man.
I know. Yeah, it was amazing. And then Michael Chen knew I was doodling and asked me to go to the school. And because the school used to be my old middle school. I was the last year. I was the first class that went into the new middle school, because they closed the old one so they can move the Joe Kubert School in. So, yeah, it's funny, and then I found out that, holy crap, Uncle Joe is famous.
That's cool.
Man,
That's way cool, man.
Yeah,
crazy.
so
That is crazy.
yes, that's true, David. It is. The other guy just became a cabbie driver. he ended up being a New York cabbie driver. So I remember his name. It was Artie. He was a cool cat. He was really cool, but I guess he didn't make it. But I got to see a lot of people there. I saw, obviously I saw Adam and Andy Kubert and all. And gosh, I can't remember some of the people that went in there. I just saw them back and forth. My mom, because he asked when they opened the schools, he asked, "Can you serve, the snacks and drinks?" And my mom said, "Sure." And I found out later that my mom was talking to Stan Lee, just having a freaking conversation, a regular conversation with Stan Lee. I was like, "Did you know who he was?" I thought he was somebody, but I didn't really know who he was. My mom's not into comics. So, and of course, that was before the movies and everything back. So you wouldn't know who Stan Lee, like, obviously now. But that, I was like, oh my God. It was like, and I wanted to tell that story to Stan Lee. The last chance I got was at MegaCon, but dude, I was not standing 4 hours for signature. I'm sorry. I don't care who. I'm not doing that. I'm not. So, but yeah, it's crazy how it works,
What was the question there? Because I had to drop off because I was trying to fix my camera because I have 2 cameras. And it decides that it wants to go to the one up there, dude. It doesn't want to go to the one down here. I'm like, oh, let me fix this, but no, it won't. So I'm like, all right, well, let's roll with this other camera.
I asked him if he remembered what his first comic was, and then he told me about how he got into comics. So, Triple B, how about you, man? What do you remember the first comic you ever read?
Well, as always, the like my parents divorced when I was like 9 months old, and so I was kind of raised by my stepdad, but like I always had a really good relationship with my real father because every summer, like my mom was like, "No, you go live with your father for 3 months," So I would go. We were in California at the time, but then I moved to like Michigan. I'm in Utah now, but like all those like different years, all the way up to like 16, I would always go back to California. So like if I was in like a different part of California when I was really younger, or if I was in Michigan, which is super far from California, and in Utah, but I would go back to California. So like one summer I went back to California and like my cousins are there, right? And so like my cousins like, showed me in the comic books. And like, what? I was like, I'm doing comic books in Michigan because I got like these kids in Michigan that I'm hanging out with. And so like my first comic book was like G.I. Joe because I had the G.I. Joe action figures. So that was like a big thing. And I remember like getting a couple G.I. Joe comic books. And in California, my dad would take me to the newsstand, the freaking newsstand. And like they would have comic books there. I'm like, oh, he's like, oh yeah, you can get 1 or 2 or whatever. And so I'm like, oh, I like these G.I. Joe figures. So I bought some G.I. Joe comic books. And like I was like, I couldn't read very good. Even like I struggled with reading when I was growing up, but like looking at the pictures and knowing some of the words in the bubbles was like, oh, I could kind of figure out the story, what was going on. And it just brought me into like the art of like each panel, I'm like, I kind of can figure out what's going on in each panel. So I loved it. And it was like, I bought 2 issues back to back because that's what they had. I'm like, oh, well, I want to get like, I can't remember what issues there were, but let's just say like number 12 and 13. So they went together to me because it was a continuation of like the numbers. And I just thought it was so cool. But like one day, like I left them like on a table and like a drink got wet and they got spilt on and they got wet. And then they warped all up. And I was like, oh my God. I like put them in front of a fan to try to dry them off. But I still think I still have those 2 G.I. Joe books.
Oh, that's awesome.
I still have those books. And that's what kind of like, that's what made me like, I tripped the bleep out. Like I need to keep my comic books in great condition. And I think it goes back to when I first freaking bought those books and they got warped out by water. So like every single book I got, I make sure I freaking keep bagged and board and I keep them in a dry spot. And like when I read my books, like I hardly open them. I'm like barely opening them and like reading them. I don't know why. I just think it goes back to my nostalgia of when I first started collecting books and my first books got defective. So it's kind of a different type of story, but I just want to have all my books in perfect condition. Even
Yeah.
though I think it might not be, but like I can't stand people just like opening them up and just like looking at them and looking at, I don't know. For me, I can't do it.
Just like whipping the pages.
Yeah. Oh, I can't do it. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
it's like drives me crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when we let people borrow our trades. The
Mm.
first thing I tell them is bookmark. Have a bookmark, because if I catch you with my trade laying face down somewhere,
Ooh,
I'm taking it back.
yeah.
I'm taking it back. Do not lay my trades face down on anything. Use a bookmark. Don't dog ear my trades. Don't do any of
Ooh.
that.
No.
Bookmark. Now, I'll have to say that I have a lot of stuff in my collection. Not a lot, but that I've gotten from like garage sales and stuff like that. So they don't have, like, I got a whole thing that's like coverless covers of Superman just because I wanted the story inside. Hold on.
I was bitten by radioactive collars when I was younger. You know it, baby. Oh yeah,
That's
TJ.
awesome.
I wish I could remember who first came up with was Triple B. Was that you that first came up with the collars thing, or
I
did
think it was
was that
Robbie.
Robbie?
It was
Yeah, it
Was
was
it
Robbie.
It
Yeah.
was Robbie, but Triple B made it better.
There's another great thing, man.
Thanks, John.
I love the fact that a lot of the shows have in jokes, like the Mwah
Yeah.
thing. For Henri's, it's a Gigi Allen joke. I can't believe I said that on air right now, but there's. I love the fact that there's these little jokes. Like we have a hot dog cover on Friday night for Nancy because she had a Bugs Bunny hot dog comic for sale, and people were so tickled by that. I went and found the cover, I have it up on the side of the screen, so whenever anybody yells out hot dog, I pop the screen up on the cover. It's a silly joke, but if you watch the show,
Yeah,
it's kind of
if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Inside jokes are the
I
best.
love the fact that we have things and those jokes travel. Like
They do,
between
because
the
I
shows.
put a hot dog cover. I had a hot dog on like oh my god, what was that? I'll think of it for a second. On my show, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't even notice the hot dog." And next thing I know, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, and it was people that watched the EXP.
Yeah.
So it jump shows. It definitely does.
Yeah. And so it is a collars thing. Like I have to tell people sometimes when they see the collars, they're like, collars, what are they talking about? And I hit the private chat, I'm like, Beebs.
Yeah.
So whenever you hear that, that's what it is.
So Jay, what is the hardest show to do on the EXP? Not the worst, not anything, but the hardest.
Yeah, because I don't have a worse
No,
show.
I didn't. Yeah, that's good.
The hardest one, and it's only because of how much product they usually have, is Comic Collectibles.
The
but-
Monday show or Wednesday?
The Monday, and the reason the Monday is easier than the Wednesday is Wednesday they're usually re-showing the Dynamite books. So basically, all I have to do is whatever new books, like the books that Rex added today. I think there was only like 17 books. So
Do
all
you
I
have
had
to put
do
all
was-
those slides in yourself then, or they just
Yes.
send them to you, and you have to go and add them? to them?
they send me the pictures. Hey Leonard, how's it going? They send me the pictures on our Slack channel, and I download the pictures.
Yeah.
I open up my PowerPoint thing,
Mhm.
and PowerPoint has gotten good to the part now where I don't have to resize the pictures. When I first started doing this, I had to resize the pictures.
Oh,
Sometimes it'll just let me replace the picture because I just use the same one over and over again. Just makes it easier.
yeah.
And sometimes it won't. But now when I do it, if it won't let me just replace the picture, delete the picture out, upload the new picture, it pops it in the middle of the screen, and all I got to do is move it over
Yeah.
and put it behind the banner. The hardest part is we're gonna eventually, when we get time, rebuild that one because I get their prices and stuff on an Excel sheet, so I can't just copy and paste them. I have to retype everything out.
Oh,
So if there's ever like spelling errors, like Robbie caught the Dumasaur one,
Yeah,
day,
I remember that.
that's because
Monday,
I'm
yeah.
typing too fast. Now, if they give it to me in a good amount of time, because sometimes it takes anywhere from 3.5 hours to do all this, depending on how many books they have and things like that. That's the only thing about that show that makes it even a little difficult. All the other shows I still have. Yeah, well, 17 books is like the newer ones.
What's up, Tracy? How you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, Tracy, guess what? Freaking Rex never sent me the book that you did for me. The Punisher book that you made all bloody and everything. Never sent it to me. And he finally did it today. So do me a favor. Give him some shit caca. Please.
Yeah.
Just give him a little you know? Because I've been waiting for it. So, but anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. But as far as like, it's not even that that's hard. It's just time consuming. That's the only thing.
I
It's
mean,
time
is it kind of fun, like seeing like what they're gonna put up?
Oh,
Like,
dude, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, like, oh wow, they got this book. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's what I like about doing my show, because like I try to like, I'm looking for books, and then like I always forget like what order I even put them in, and then when I do my show, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this one. I remember this one. This is so cool. But I don't, because I'm a cover lover. I love covers.
no, no crap.
And so when seeing all these different covers it's fun. And for you, Jay, to be, I mean, man, you got to have the best job ever, dude,
Yeah.
for real.
Is your office at your house?
Mhm.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah,
That's
so I live in my not childhood home, but my teenage home.
That's
Okay.
right.
So this room in here was at one time it was my sister's room until she moved out. Then she moved into my old room. And then my dad turned it into, my dad was a very big into hunting and guns and stuff like that, made his own bullets, all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay. My
he was
dad,
the
my
hunter?
dad,
Your dad
my
was a
dad,
badass.
yeah, my dad was a Texan Punisher basically.
Oh yeah.
But he was a hunter in the way that if he shot it, it's because he was going to eat it. Like my dad wasn't a for fun kind of hunter. He wasn't that kind of hunter. He was if I shoot this animal, it's because we're going to eat it. And I had so many good things because my dad was a hunter. Bison, all hammerhead one time. Awesome stuff. But he's got a gun safe that he built in here. So I'm kind of, my office is like my dad's old gun room.
Oh,
So I got a safe over here. So I was like, okay. I mean, it's just a good memory to have because my dad spent some time in here. So, you know, it's nice
cool,
to have
man.
a little secluded
Yeah.
place that isn't in my bedroom, like where we lived before.
Yeah.
My office was like, my desk was here, my bed was over here. So it's a whole other room to do my work in.
that's cool.
Yeah, dude, like cast his own bullets, muzzleloader. Yeah, he had black powder rifle guns. He had his own little tumbler. I don't know how any of that stuff works. Like, look, all the credit in the world to my dad. Miss him, love him. He tried to teach me things, and they just didn't stick. Like my dad was an outdoor guy. I'm not an outdoor guy. My dad had the patience for fishing and all that. Me, no patience with that stuff at all. I'm too loud when it comes to fishing. I
You gotta be
scare.
quiet. You gotta be quiet.
I know you
Hey,
gotta
Triple
be
B.
quiet.
Triple B. Let's raise one for Jay's dad. There you
Raise
go.
one up.
Yes.
Finish it down.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just, like I say, my dad was such a helpful person, man. And it's one of those, like I've said this before millions of times. Like, again, not trying to bring anything down, but the reason I'm always so happy on these shows is because I know my dad was like, he'd be proud of what I was doing. He wouldn't understand what I was doing, but he'd be proud because it was something that is outside of my comfort zone. Like comics, love comics, but being on a camera, talking to people live, my videos are easier for me because if I mess up, all I got to do is edit that part out. Live, it's a little bit harder to do. What's a good recommendation for an older title worth revisiting?
Oh, hang on. Let me just say this.
Ooh,
Avengers Academy.
Tracy, I haven't got it yet. They just sent it out today. So I haven't seen what it looks like. So I thank you. I hope it is bloody as hell. So thank you.
Older title.
What's a good for an old title worth revisiting?
Like I thought, I just said Avengers Academy because X-23's in it. It's with Arcade. It's Murder World. You got like 10 adolescent mutants get put to an island, and they all got to kill each other, and only one of them can win. I don't know. It was Dennis Hopeless that wrote it. I liked it because of the X-23 in it, and then we got a character called Hazmat in it from Avengers Academy. So Avengers Arena Murder World with Arcade, and it's not even that old. It's from I think I probably brought it up. The reason why I bring it up because I bought I got the first appearance of Hazmat in Avengers Academy from the EXP a couple weeks ago that Rex was selling, and I'm like, oh man, dude. I always wanted it because it was Hazmat's first appearance. And it's like she's radioactive, so she's got to like wear this like freaking suit over her.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But dude, she takes off her suit, dude. She's a smoking hot babe, dude.
Yeah.
So there you go. Right? Babes in comics, dude.
Mine are always going to be Superman titles, Leonard.
Yeah.
Like Death of Superman.
Mhm.
There's I want to say the second Bloodsport. Like, I hate saying it this way, but the racist Bloodsport, the one where he's trying to kill Jimmy. I enjoyed that one. Catgrat's Revenge, which was a little mini story about when Toyman killed Catgrat's son, Adam. World Without Superman is another one. Death of Superman in general, and The Reign of the Superman, and Funeral for a Friend. Like, all mine are usually Superman related. Like, I have been getting some older books I haven't cracked open. I have a Walt Simonson Beta Ray Bill trade that I haven't cracked open yet that I need to read because for some reason I've always been drawn to Beta Ray Bill. I just think he's a cooler looking character than Thor, and Stormbreaker's a cooler hammer to me. I just recently read The Authority, which I know that's not super, older, but that was really good.
Was it?
And yeah,
because I've been trying to get into it, but I never have. And I was supposed to do a show with Robbie. We were going to go over it, but it never happened. But I want to get into that book.
Yeah, I thought it was good. It feels like, I don't want to say a toned down boys, but it feels like when DC Wildstorm, I believe, had the boys before Dynamite did. I think it was DC Wildstorm.
Yes. Yeah.
After they lost the boys,
they had the first 5 issues. I think that's what, and then it went to Dynamite.
Yeah, this was their team that they made up after that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have Midnighter, Apollo, John Hawk, I can't remember his name, the Engineer, Jenny Sparks,
and the Engineer Superman movie, right?
Yep, the Engineer's going to be, and I think I don't know if they're still doing an Authority movie, but I think that's a great way to introduce them, is have the Engineer, and the Engineer is going to be someone who is thinking that is buying into the belief that Superman isn't exactly a great person.
Yeah.
I think she's buying into that narrative. That's why she's on Lex's team right now. Because, Lex is like master manipulator. And I think that's what we're going to get in
I hope so. And she's hot too in the movie.
Is that the is she in the trailer? Is that the
one with the blades?
Oh, okay. Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have another indie choice real quick. It's Rachel Rising from Terry Moore. And that, like, Rachel Rising is crazy. She wakes up dead in a grave and she wonders how, like, she died and somehow why is she still alive? And it's a black and white series. I think it was a 10-parter, but then it was so good that they did another 10 issues. So Rachel Rising from Terry Moore. He does his own art and covers, and he does everything.
Yeah,
writing. Yeah,
he's fantastic,
phenomenal. Yeah,
I have 2, and one is I'm biased, but it's Savage Avengers, both series, because you have Conan in it, and you freaking have the Punisher, and it is freaking fantastic. Both series, and then they had to lose it because they had to cancel it because they lost the rights to Conan. But I forget the name of it, but Jay, I think you know it. It is Garth Ennis's. Is it Crossing? Is that
Crossed?
Crossed?
There you
That's
go.
Yeah.
it. It's if you guys love blood, if you love graphic shikaka stuff, you're gonna love like Triple B. I don't know why you haven't read it.
Yeah, I know. I know the series for sure.
Okay. You have to read it. You have. I think it's in development. I don't know how they're gonna do it unless it's on a streaming surface. Maybe Netflix or something. Because it's really, it's really dark and all.
I wonder if I might have one of those issues. That seems definitely familiar across.
Yeah, it's
intense.
yeah. There's some stuff where he kind of he pushes the limit of good taste on that.
Yeah.
I think
Avatar,
think that's
right. Avatar. I think it's
Mhm.
Avatar Comics.
Oh man.
I think it is.
I think you're right. I
Yeah.
think you're right.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things where I think if people read stuff like that in The Boys, they can't appreciate that Garth can write stories like the 007 that he did.
Oh,
Because
that was so good.
Yep.
And guess what? Nobody read it. It did not sell in the stores. Now, I don't know why, because I know they only did one cover because Garth Ennis said that he would do a 007 book, but he said he only wants one cover. And nobody, it didn't sell. I was
so
like
good.
so disappointed.
And coming off the heels of the 007 that Philip Kennedy Johnson
that
had just wrote.
so great. I think that was the problem. I truly do, because did he do 2 series, or was it just one long one?
I think it was just the one long one. They just renamed it.
Yeah, of
I
course.
think.
Yeah.
And Terry Moore didn't wasn't there
Strangers
also a
in
book called
Paradise?
Yes,
Serial?
Yeah, TJ got it. Yeah.
And Serial was
Serial?
it was Zoe, and she was it was like the third part of, because she was this little girl. She's like a little demon, dude,
Yeah.
from Rachel Rising, and like a Serial was a 1 through 10. Amazing, dude. Like
Okay.
she would like I mean, you get into like child adopts or kidnap things, and she's like, okay, you can go ahead and kidnap me, see what happens to you when you kidnap me. And that's what kind of what Serial was. And oh man, that was so great. So yeah, Terry Moore's been killing it, and like I know it's like Abstract Studios or something like that. So it's his own thing, like he's straight up publisher. Like I think that's what's kind of cool about, like people that are so talented. They're go ahead and they're going to make their own book, right? And make their own story, own art, everything, and publish it out. And it's probably in maybe they get past the Kickstarter phase where, they're so damn popular that they can do it. So, but yeah, Serial is cool, Zoe. I have that one too. Yeah. I check it out, man. But it's black and white, but like the way he draws, like it's like I love comic books where there's not so much exposition in it, not a lot of like reading, where the art tells you the story.
Yeah.
You can just like, and there's there's a little bit here and there. Okay, there you go. There's little bubbles telling you what's going on. The facial expressions makes the art like the book just fly by. I love that type of stuff.
Yeah. Can we ask Eddie how he likes?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Ed, feel free,
Sorry,
because we lost him for a little bit.
Is he
But
still there?
he looks like he's back. So Ed, if you want to hop in and
How about your Terry Moore stuff? What do you like about him?
oh jeez, that's not nice. I don't know. He's still muted, so I don't know if maybe he fell asleep. I don't know.
I think he drank some whiskey. He's at work.
Yeah.
That dude's at work.
Oh, his is bourbon. Bourbon.
Bourbon.
So, Tracy, would you mind if I drop your Instagram link in the chat? Just let me know.
Yeah, I think I just did it.
Yeah, Tracy, I'm on your Instagram, or I'm subscribed to you on your Instagram. I don't know how you say it. Subscribe to
Is it
Instagram.
say
Follow. I follow you on Instagram is what it is.
There you go.
But yeah, I can't do my chat because some reason when I try to put my chat in, it says I'm under my other account and it doesn't work. But I'll figure it out one of these days. But I'll try to hit you up. Yeah, it's Brent Bromberg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's that name? What?
Why the Last Man is a great freaking read.
Why the Last Man?
Transmetropolitan is also a great read. Both of them are DC Vertigo books.
Okay.
Why the Last Man is freaking awesome. It is so good. I think it's Brian K. Vaughan. I think. Or it might be that he's Transmetropolitan. I can't remember. But both books are fantastic. Why the Last Man? They made a TV show, but they screwed it up because it was during the merge of FX and Hulu. And they put it on FX that nobody was watching. And, you know, it was such a good show. Obviously it's a lot. All the men die. All of them, except for this one guy with a monkey. Okay, I know it sounds stupid, but what I liked about it is that if it does, I hate when people do this, but they say it's woke or anything like that. But because there was trans people in it that lived, so it was like a whole story about that too and all that. Warren Ellis, thank you, Leonard. Thank you. With Transmetropolitan. Wow, that's a great book. But yeah, Why the Last Man? Do it. Get it. Read it. Yeah. So that's the one thing that I think the XP is missing is like a read-along show.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that if you want to start like, Kyle was talking to me like you guys know Benny? He was the comic historian, yeah. And unfortunately he passed away in a bad car accident. But I knew Benny, not very well, but we talked back and forth a little bit. Kyle wants to do a show like that a little bit. I don't know if that will do good. Because some people don't like those shows. They're like, well, if they watch it, they're not going to buy the book. You know what I mean? But he did such a great job doing it. But I think a read-along would be a great show, like The Authority. Start it. Have people come in and read it, and do issue by issue. Yeah. And I think that would be freaking or horror books or something. Or Zenescope books, like what Triple B likes, and get people more reading Zenescope books.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want more people to know the off the wall or behind the scenes and all stuff like that. So let's say even what Kyle wanted Triple B and I to do a show. I don't know what happened to it.
Well,
he's always got some ideas, but I'm definitely down, man. Forever.
Yeah.
He's so busy, y'all. Like,
I know.
When I say
I don't know,
Kyle is like the heart and soul.
Oh yeah. But I don't know if the show would work. He wanted both of us to be shirtless and like disco lights. And I don't know if that would work.
That would beat out the art show. You kidding me?
You never know, right?
I don't know why he dropped it.
No, black and white comes
There he
in.
is.
Thanks, Eddie.
There he is.
Bam, there you go. No, man, I can understand like a read along show, like because I'll do straight up fucking Oh, I'm sorry, Kyle. Straight up spoilers on books. When I do a spoiler review, I'll do a recap of the whole book. I'll show the book, the art, and everything on it. Not every panel, but like, dude, I'm trying to bring in the viewer, like, be like, well, I don't know what comic books is. And like, I'll go ahead and like read you the whole freaking book. But like I can't read you word for word. I'm gonna like put a little bit of a twist or my own narration on it.
Mhm.
And they seem to do good, but for a live show to do something like that would be super freaking hard because for me to do my recap reviews, like dude, so like I have Mark Spears Monsters issue 0, the free comic book day 1 with the clown. That's coming out on Saturday. I did it all. Like and like because Mark Spears is so hot. That is a crazy story where this clown is we're doing the kidnapping type where of a little girl, but like a slayer comes in and saves the little girl. That's what the story is about. But I'm going to tell you what the whole story is about. But it was their free comic book day, right? So like,
Yeah.
I don't know how. A live show can definitely work for that, John. But like, it is a lot of preparation to do it. Just for me to like to go through a book to do it. It's a lot of work. It's so much fun though, because I want to tell the viewer, I'm like, dude, these comic books are freaking awesome. Like, I want to bring in people that don't, know what, well, it's just a stupid comic book, whatever. No, these are great freaking stories. These are not just comic books. These are stories. And that's like, you need to read it. And like, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw in all that. You know what? I have 0 copyrights on my channel. 0. Because whatever I'm doing it right. I'm doing fair use on it. So it's like, there you go. And I'm going to be doing more of these reviews where it's a recap review because people seem to like them. I love doing them. That's the problem though. I love doing them, even if, but again, I'm not getting copyrighted. So it's all good.
That's the best part though.
I love it.
Yeah, it's good content, but you love to do it. That's the best part of it.
Yeah.
That's like it comes to most things on YouTube. If you don't like what you're doing, if it feels like too much work for you and you're not having a good time, it's going to shine through in what you're doing.
Yeah.
You got to enjoy what you do on YouTube. Like I give Ed a bunch of crap because Ed's got a channel. He doesn't have anything yet, but I know he's going to put out some good stuff. I know because he's going to be talking about things that he loves, things that he enjoys. I push it. I know he doesn't have anything on there, but Ed, I'm going to push it just because I know once you start getting stuff out there, it's going to be great. And it's going to be stuff that you love. And I'm super excited for it. So I give you crap about it.
Just tell the truth, brother. You only say it because you love to say he doesn't have anything there yet. That's the only reason you do it. Don't mess with me, brother.
Yeah, that's
we all know, Eddie, you're working on like a video because a video can take months, right? It really can. And you're working on something amazing, dude. You're going to drop something that's going to blow our freaking minds, dude.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Hey, that's my line, motherfucker.
You just stay punished. Go punish yourself.
I have. Trust me.
Many a times.
now that Ed's on, Ed, I know you talked about this on the Hydra Hangout before, but what was your first comic that you remember reading?
My very first comic was the Spidey Super Stories, #1 that my dad bought for me.
Wow.
And it got me hooked, and I still have it.
That's awesome.
I've got it like wrapped up so I can't open it anymore because it was starting to get worn. But you got to remember, I was 4. So that was a long time ago because unlike Jay, I am not in my 40s. So,
how old are you, Eddie?
Too damn.
What is it? What is too damn?
Over 50, and that's all you're getting.
Well, I'm 54. So,
Ha! You're older than me, punk.
Barely teenagers older. You're
Yeah.
barely teenagers older than me.
Yeah.
That's
That's
not
a
50's
whole-
old.
the 50's
That's
the
the
new
whole
30,
lifetime,
man.
Jay.
I'm,
That's not old.
Yeah, I am fucking. Oh, sorry. I am freaking.
There's two F-bombs. I said one. He said one. So I'm not the only one.
Yeah,
I would like to point out that I have not cursed. Thank you. Thank you.
that's because you haven't talked.
Well, you know.
Where-
How can I? You don't shut up long enough to get a word in.
Oh,
Oh, I love his little. I love his
Oh,
fake tantrums. He'll be back. Yeah.
Best.
I love you guys.
You guys, it's
This
funny,
is the
pal.
best. I'm
We're
telling you.
having a good time, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is the best. So thank you.
This is what happens when the inmates take over the Hydra
Yes.
Asylum on the EXP, man.
yeah.
You know what? You should say. I almost said fork Kyle, and just this is it. This is it. This
Yeah,
is
he
the
wants
end.
to say that about he wants to say that about his boss. That's great advice.
No, I mean, I would tell Kyle that jokingly. Kyle is a boss that's like, when I mess up, he lets me know. Okay. I am old enough and have been for a long time. I am a business is business, friendship and personal is friendship and personal. They can be separated. But Kyle is a great person to work for. I don't just say that. I really mean that. It's kind of like with Nick and Jen. I love working for them. Like, I really do. Like, I don't work for them like I don't work for Space Cadets and I don't work for Dynamite, but they are the heads of the EXP. And when I tell people, it's like, oh, I love the folks I work with, they're like, well, you have to say that. I'm like, no, I don't.
No.
I don't have to
Yeah.
say anything. If I had a problem with any of them, they would know. I've never been somebody like, I'm an easygoing person. I'm not saying I'm a jerk, but if I don't like you, I let you know that I don't like you. I can still be professional with you. There are some people that I don't really care for, but I can still be very professional.
That's why JD is not here. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Oh, I miss him. I hope he's doing well. I do miss him though. He's on like a kind of retainer thing. So if Kyle and I ever have to be gone at the same time, we might be able to bring him in to do some stuff. Miss his voice work most of all, man.
Yeah, he had a great voice. He really did. It was like
Yeah.
very, very like movie professional type of
Yeah.
thing.
Did a great job.
Yeah,
You
and
still
then
hear him on the commercials and stuff.
and then cut him
Yeah.
loose, and now he's freaking on the corner begging for food. That's bad, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's nowhere near what's happening. Oh, but it's hard for me when I tell people these things, because there's a lot of people that only say stuff because it's going to get them ahead or something, and that's not what it is. Like,
Yeah, I like to get ahead sometimes.
yeah, okay, careful. Careful.
I'm just saying ahead on YouTube. Like,
Okay,
get
Oh,
your head out of the gutter.
I can't help it, man. Look who I'm hanging out with. But it's kind of like when folks
I'm the one behaving tonight, gentlemen. I just want to point that out.
yeah, you're being
But
Going
you
into
wait
overtime,
till Saturday
man.
when we're back at Hydra, baby. Come and visit.
yeah, I will be. I can work. I could be on Saturday, but I'll be on later. But I would
Yeah,
definitely, because I work till.
Oh,
9. We
that
have
won't
nothing
work.
after.
That won't work, Castle, because we're always done by like 10:30.
Yes.
Yeah, you finish early. We know that, Eddie.
Jeez. Oh wow. Anyway, what I was going to say is, like when folks on the shows buy me stuff, I unbox it for a video, and that's only for them. I don't care if that video gets any kind of views. If somebody sends me something, I'm doing an unboxing and that's for the person that sends it to me. And I say this, and I hope it never gets, to the point where, well, you say that for everybody. When I say thank you for something, I genuinely mean that. Like when I thank y'all for doing stuff, like I thank you guys for being here with me. I do. I have no idea, even though it's okay with y'all and everything. Okay. I still appreciate y'all so much, because this would have just been me sitting here trying to think of stuff to talk about. I'm better with people. Okay, if I got people with me, I can, like, this was only supposed to be maybe an hour. We're already an hour and 10 minutes in.
Oh,
So, like, I appreciate people, and when I say that, I hope it never loses the meaning behind it. When I get
No,
stuff from people and I say I thank you so much, I appreciate this so much, I honestly mean it. I hope that comes through when I tell people that.
It
I
comes
honestly
through, brother,
appreciate
but
people.
it has to go both ways because you got to believe it when we tell you that we appreciate you. And
I
you have
know
a hard time taking compliments, brother. You really do.
I do, and which is weird because I have an ego on me, folks. I don't show it very much, but I do have an ego. I really do, but I keep it in check. I keep it in check. When it comes to work, though, I'm always like, what can I do to be better at what I'm doing? What can I do to make the shows more entertaining for people? It's we talked about this before. Ed made the theme song for Hydrosylum. I love that thing. I've used it for almost everything I can find to put it in. It's on a playlist on my phone. Like, I love the song that he made. Didn't take him very long to make that song. He tells me, he goes, trying to make my own song took me forever. And I told him, I said, yes, because you made that for me. If I was going to make something for Ed, it'd be the same thing because I critique my own work so damn hard. And I think a lot of us do that. I think a lot of us are like, I could make this better. This could be better, especially when we're doing it for somebody else. So I get that. I'm very hard on myself when it comes to work. And look, y'all, again, ego coming in here. I know I do a good job. I know I do.
whoa.
What
Yeah.
what the heck?
come on.
Wait, hold on a
Whoa.
second.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Easy now, dude.
I don't know that we
Man,
said good.
Ride
Praise
your own
God.
high horse
I
over
do
here.
a
Man.
tolerable job.
When did Donald Trump come on the show? Come on.
Ooh, oh goodness. But I'm always wanting to make things.
When we're
better for
good
y'all.
together, Castle. I see why we should be together, man.
No, I love
Yeah.
you, bro. I
Come here.
love getting stuff from people,
What is
except
it?
for
Come here.
one.
I don't know. Come here.
One.
You're welcome.
Yes. You
You're
mother
welcome.
pusser.
You're welcome.
Yes. Eddie bought me this as a joke.
His favorite character.
Is that Dazzler?
Yes.
Hell
That-
yeah,
that-
dude. What are you talking about, man?
That was
That's
because
amazing.
you beat my Lions and I took it hard. So you got bam.
We play again this year, so we got to have
You
another.
take a bath.
We
gotta
play
have
every
another.
year, it seems like.
Yeah, it does. But we always play at your place. What the heck? You know,
Well, who the heck would want to go to Tampa Bay? I mean, come on.
everybody.
If I'm putting on pads and a helmet and a jersey, I am not going somewhere where it's 95 and humid. No, thank you.
But
And-
the
and
cocaine
Tracy-
is good, so
Yeah.
it's great.
Wow.
Not to mention the occasional hurricanes. Yeah, no,
Oh,
I'm
that's
good.
true.
Well,
That's
don't-
true.
Trey, I gotta
Don't go there,
say
America.
this for Tracy real fast.
Yes.
Tracy, you had a Zatanna
Yes. Nope. Go
on
Bucks.
a Zatanna cover
Was
that was
Sean.
just.
Got my youngest right
amazing.
there.
It was on the show a couple weeks ago, and
Sean.
blew me away. So that Zatanna cover was amazing.
Once I get that Punisher, whenever I get it, I'll bring it and show you her
Yes.
drawing. So
The corner on it or something.
I
I
know
would-
what stinks is I bought it like 3 months ago.
Yeah, I know. I know they've been like a little bit slacking on getting them out.
Because I got rid of Alex, so I know it's been.
What happened to Alex, Jay? Do you know? I thought maybe asked you, but I might have been drunk when you told me.
I'm not privy to that kind of information. I
Okay,
don't
all
know
right,
exactly
all
what
right,
happened.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did
No.
he go somewhere else or did
Yeah, he got a new job at an auction place. So exactly what he does. So
Yeah,
that's very good.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a great guy, but I hear to work with he's very hard. you know. So so I'm glad, you know what, things happen for a reason. He is in a lot better place because now he does CGC, he does live auctions. He is in a lot better place.
Yeah, Tracy, as soon as I find, because I can't remember which show it was, but when I find it, I'll send you the link so you can watch it. Like the Zatanna cover was gorgeous. Like, and the fact, I think what a lot of people liked about it, it was a Zatanna on a Zatanna cover.
Oh, there you
Because I know
go.
a lot of folks are like, why do we have this Zatanna on a Vampirella book? You know?
Yeah. Okay, Tracy, since you're here, I want you, and I am following you on Instagram. So either message me. I would love for you to do a Punisher versus Deathstroke.
No,
book.
shoot, Shelly.
I would love that. If you could do that and we could work something payment, I'll give it to you and I'll give you my address. But my title or whatever it is on Instagram is John Castle Spiliotopoulos. But I, again,
How you say your name?
yeah, no.
Actually,
No, how is it said? How is it?
It's John Castle Spiliotopoulos.
There you go. That's how it is.
Now,
or you can call him Ioannis Spiliotopoulos.
There you go.
yes.
Only my manager calls me Ioannis at work, which I love. You know, so people don't know that's my real name. Ioannis is my real name, but it's John in Greek. So, yeah. So Tracy, if you can do that, that would be awesome. All right, cool. Thank you.
Awesome.
You know what, Eddie? You know, go shove something up your hoo-hoo. Okay? Please.
Wow. Just wow.
You better be careful, man. He could just show up in a freaking Michael Myers mask to freaking Tampa Bay, Florida one day.
Shoving something up his hoo-hoo in a Michael Myers mask.
A pumpkin.
The night he came home.
So since we got the horror folks on here, I want to ask y'all something. Have y'all seen the trailer for Derry? Welcome to Derry.
Okay, so I watched it right before it came on because I know you said talking about horror trailers and stuff or trailers. I'm like, well, all I know is that, like, dude, I wanted to do a reaction on my channel, on the other channel, the Haunted Basement channel of it. But I'm like, oh well, you talked about trailers, so I'm like, dude, I watched it I mean, seriously, right before I came on, and it looked great. It looked good, but it kind of like it reminded me, like, is it like almost just a repeat of what we got in the movies? Or are they trying to go back a different generation?
Generation.
Yeah, but it seemed like pretty much the same thing where these kids. So maybe an older generation, kids going missing, the bikes in the woods, and the bikes are laying down on the ground. All the kids are gone, and at the very end of the trailer, you saw Pennywise come slowly walking up. Dude, I'm down, dude. I can't wait, dude. I am stoked, dude. It gives me chill bumps. It's like it was such a little teaser trailer. It kind of got, okay, we're kind of maybe we're treading the same waters as the original, but I don't care, man. Give us something, dude. That's so cool. I'm down, dude. Hell yeah. Freaking welcome to Derry. Let's do it, dude. Let's get Pennywise on there. And it's almost like what's up with these clowns wanting to eat little kids, right? That's kind of what we got
when you're talking about that book.
Yeah, with Mark Spears is it was almost like in my review, kind of what I thought about Mark Spears' Monsters issue number 0, the free comic book day book, was like it had a hint of Pennywise, maybe with a Terrifier in it, because they brought out guns and stuff. So, we're getting Art the Clown meet Pennywise and that. So, but definitely Welcome to Derry. It's going to be Pennywise. We had nothing to do with Art the Clown. So
you've seen Ronald McDonald commercials, right?
Yeah, that is.
Have you ever noticed that there's never the same kids in the next one? Think about it.
That's
Just
true.
think
That is
about
so
it.
true. That's
And
so
people
true.
love their burgers. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
love those, yeah, burger
Yeah.
with human meat in it, right?
So, Ed, have you seen it yet?
Nah, I'm not a fan. I like the
Oh,
original. I don't really care
the
for
TV
the new one.
series
Yeah, well, the
miniseries?
And the book.
miniseries, yeah,
and the
and the
book.
book. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the book rules.
Yeah.
I love the book.
Okay,
Or the novel.
I can see you on the movies. Here's what I'll say. I didn't dislike it, Chapter 2, but I didn't think it was as good
Yeah.
as the one. For some reason that, and I was the same way with the miniseries too. I wish we would have had more time with the kids in the miniseries, seeing
Mhm.
the stuff that happened with them. There's something about things like that happening to adults that isn't
Not
as
as scary.
scary to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Let me ask you this, Jay. Have you ever read a Stephen King novel?
Mhm.
You have. Okay,
Yeah.
because the novels are 100 times better.
Silver
yeah.
Bullet.
So, oh yeah, Silver Bullet. I love that movie. That's a must-watch every
yep,
Halloween for
yep,
me. I love that
yep.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in today's world, the werewolf would be more scared of the certain.
Yeah.
That guy has really flipped his marbles. I can't think of his name. It just left my head. Gary Busey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Busey. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the werewolf would be more afraid of Busey today than
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
something else. He kind of reminds me of Castle. Oh, he's back. Hey, Castle, how you doing? What? We're on the EXP.
Hey,
Behave.
Hey, guess what? I found something.
what?
That's what she said.
Oh, geez. Hold on. Let me give you the screen here. Oh,
Look at this thing.
That's my first. It was coincidentally I found it. This is my first comic ever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dang,
And
60
while
cents.
while I was looking at that, I've been trying to send this to Triple B for like 6 months, and I keep on forgetting his address because he's emailed it to me twice and I deleted twice. So Triple B, do me a favor, send me your address again because I have these for you.
Uh-oh. Oh, my Lord. Good God. Hot damn, dude. That thing is stunning. Look at those things. Oh, I'm sending you my email right now.
Yes,
dude.
please,
No
please.
way. I need those in my library.
Yeah, no, I've had them forever, and I just,
Oh my
I
God.
keep on asking for it. I actually thought, if you remember this, I actually thought, because I was in the comments, I didn't know how to get a hold of Triple B at the time. This is before us talking to each other like this.
Yes.
And all the comments, I was putting my email address. I was like, please email me. Please email me. So, and he wasn't responding. So I actually wrote one time saying, are you freaking mad at me? Did
I
do
remember that.
something
I remember
wrong?
that.
Yes. So yeah, because I got these two are Street Fighter girls. I don't know.
Ooh.
I got them at work, and
I don't remember either one of them in the video game.
Yeah,
I don't remember them.
oh no, I don't know.
No.
But as soon as I got them from work. I I got them just for him. I did get no, I'm going to be honest. I did get 2 of each, 1 for me.
There you go. That's 2 for me, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, so please email me.
Actually, it would be 4 for each of you.
Well,
2 each.
No.
freaking
I
math
can't even
makes
get
the
my
money.
address
mind.
right. I'm still
Nozzle.
shaking.
I was
Okay.
talking about the collars. Never
Okay.
mind. Went over your
Oh.
head.
Okay.
Well, I put it in the group chat right there on
Okay.
Facebook right now.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay. So they'll be going your way.
Oh man, I can't wait, dude.
Oh, you're
Amazing, stunning, dude. John, you're the
Well,
best, dude.
Awesome. Now I got someone to send Powerpuff Girl comics to. All right.
Make sure it's the moi moi.
Oh, man.
I'll have Rex kiss it for you.
Hey, Jake, can I show the books?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. You guys know that Battle Beast came out, right?
Yes.
Has
No.
anybody read them?
Never
Or
heard
no?
of it.
No,
Yes.
but I know it's super hot.
Yes. Well, this is the advantage of working at the comic book store. Okay. So this is the die cut, which wasn't a
Damn.
special book, but
Is
You know
that the one that folds out into a mask?
let me see. Hang on.
Yeah.
Is that what it does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So here, let me. There
Oh, nice. Wow. Cool.
Triple B, if you want any of these, let me know. Okay, I can send them. And Eddie, F you.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
So good though. It's so good.
No, Eddie, if you want, or Jay, let me know if you guys want any of these, because I can get these. I mean, I'm being serious. If you guys want these, Triple B, let me know. I'll send them with the other ones. Eddie, let me know. I won't send them. So,
I know you won't.
Here's the A cover.
That's the one I got.
Okay, here's the B cover.
So good.
It is very good. Okay. Here is the 1 in 10. Okay, it's okay. It's all right. You know. Here is the son of a bitch. Here's the 1 in 50.
Wow.
Okay. Here is the what in the mother pusser? Where is oh boy. I'm missing the 1 in 100. But anyway, here is the number 2. These were all now in the blind bags. Okay, so that's number 2. This is the Marvel team up. I think it was Marvel team up number 14. Yeah, it says it right there. I guess Invincible did it with Spider-Man. And this is the first appearance of Battle Beast.
Did
So-
you happen to take a picture of that 1 in 2000 you said you guys got down there before you sold it? I'd love to see what it looks like.
I did it in the video.
Oh, okay.
I did it in the video. I can't believe I don't have the 1 in 100. I you know what? I suck ass. God dang it.
We all know.
Oh wait. No, I don't. I don't suck ass. Okay, here we go. Oh, we're on the EXP. God damn it. I'm sorry.
Oh, so he swears again. That's great.
This
Wow.
is the 1 in 100.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
that's cool.
Yeah. This was really, really cool. So that's another advantage of working at a comic book store, that you can get all these. So but if you guys want any of them, let me know.
Get that mask one. I want that
You want-
mask.
You want the mask?
Yes.
Yeah, if I had a face like yours, I would want them.
I
Oh,
know.
No.
That's what Brady told you too,
I
right?
know. He knows my freaking wife loves him. He knows Brittany loves him. So that's why I got to give him shit caca. So, okay. But-
Tracy got a question for you, Castle.
Yeah. Oh, no. No, let's show these guys. Let's show them. No, I would love to have a preview and let everybody know. But yeah, dude, that blind bag, let me tell you, I don't know what it is with the young fellas, young people, I should say, is that they love what they call the blind boxes. Okay. And it's like a gambling thing. They don't know what to get, and a lot of it is Japanese or horror, Godzilla, that you don't know what you're getting. Even right now, it's Transformers. This is the first time that a comic book did a blind bag, and I have to tell you, we had 3,000 covers blind bag gone.
Wow.
Gone. So if Tracy, if you want to send it to Instagram, I can show them, if that's easy for you.
What was the price on the blind bags, Castle?
$3.99.
Wow.
Oh, no kidding. So you could have
Yeah.
got a $2,000 book for $4.
Not 2,000. They had the 1 and 1,000.
Okay.
Oh, is that
and-
what you meant?
And we had 2 customers got them.
Oh,
I
We
thought
know-
you said 1 in 2,000.
No, we did. We
Oh.
did. We had
Oh, okay.
1 and 2,000. What all it was is that Ryan Otley did a CCA,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
but he only did 1. I can't remember how many he did, but every one of them were different. Please go look at the video, and because for some reason we had the best CCA of all people. He did a great like battle beast, like at a corner yelling blood off his teeth. It was so cool. But we sold it for one guy bought all of them, bought them for $4,500.
Holy moly.
Yeah, he was a lawyer. But we got 2 1 and 1,000s to sell. But the difference is, I don't know why they did this. The 1 and 1,000s that each store got, they were in a slab. And they were 9/8.
Interesting.
But you can get the 1 and 1,000 in the blind bag. So that's part of the gambling thing. You know,
That's
we had people come in and get. Oh, she just sent it to me. So let me see. Let's see.
So the best part about it
Oh,
is
crap.
at least, and I'm kind of biased because I'm an Invincible fan. The book is actually really good too.
Oh my gosh. Well, you saw
Like-
people saw my
Yeah.
video. But look at this. This is from Tracy.
Oh, let's go.
Wow.
Tracy, I like it,
Nice.
but you didn't put enough blood on it. I'm kidding. This is awesome. That is awesome. Thank you. You're the best. Nice.
Hey, man, I gotta get going.
Yeah.
Girls are upstairs running amok,
Absolutely.
obviously. But man,
This
thank you
was
all for
awesome.
letting. Yeah, dude. No, honestly, this is like so cool, man. I think we have great chemistry. We have
Yeah.
so much fun together. So we definitely got to do this more often, Kyle. Right?
Yes.
So
Yeah, Jay, tell Kyle to
mother
freaking-
bleeper. And I think this works great, man. But yeah, thanks for having me on ESP, John. Appreciate you, dude. Send me those Kyle books, dude.
Yeah, and I'll
For
send
real,
you-
dude. I can't wait to get them.
No, I'll send them, and I'll send you the
Mask, dude.
one.
I gotta cover my ugly face, right?
Yes,
You know.
please. You will get better
Oh,
views. Trust me.
Oh,
But Jay, as always, thanks for bringing me on, and
Dude,
Eddie
absolutely.
in the background. Love
Yeah.
you too, dude. My
yeah,
spooky
thanks for
fiend.
showing up, man. I'll always have a good time hanging with you, boss.
All right, cool, man. I'll finish watching this one on the rewind. So later, guys.
Later,
All right.
brother.
Love you, brother. This was fun.
Yeah,
It's
and
always
we're about winding down. You know, this isn't a Hydra hangout, so we can't go for 7 or 8 hours.
Not to
The
mention
Triple
it's not a
B-
weekend.
Does
That's
Triple B
true.
usually come on every Saturday night? I know
When he
Eddie
can.
does.
Yeah, when he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Nope is usually on too.
Yeah, I just found out Nope is a freaking Buccaneer fan. So let's go
Yeah,
Bucks.
see?
So you don't mind if I come in at 10?
Oh, dude,
Okay.
that's what I tell everybody. Look, you can come on as long as we're on. Like, I don't
Okay.
care what time you come on. It's drop in, drop out. You don't have to stay for the whole time.
I know I would make Eddie's night when I come on. I know.
Of course you would.
I
Of course
know.
you would.
Goodness.
Oh,
I said, I'm hoping. Yep.
oh, Eddie.
I love it when he yells my name.
Do you have
Hold
this?
Boss?
on. Whoa.
All
hold
of
on.
the
Hold
Fost
down.
ones that I've seen were black and white. So I think I have the originals, but I can't read them anymore.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I forgot. No, I didn't. See, there you go,
I
Eddie.
love you too.
All right. I actually did forget. It was
No,
black
I
and
do
white.
have the whole run, but I can't read them.
You have issue number 13?
I have them all. Yeah.
Dude, issue number 13, you got to look it up. I don't know why they didn't make many of it, and you cannot get it anywhere. Anywhere. So make sure you have it in a good place. That's one of the books that are hard to get. So
I got it in one of my millions of boxes somewhere.
yeah, I know which.
I don't have those in my comic safe. I didn't know they were worth anything.
They're worth they are worth some. I mean, this right here was $400.
Oh,
You know?
Moses.
Yeah. So they are hard to get in good shape because they're, I think, early 80s, I do believe.
Yeah, they are. They're
yeah.
in that. They're in that area.
Yeah. Yeah. And for some reason, I think it's 13 or 15. I mean, I know you could probably look it up and see, but one of those two issues you can't get. That's why they did this, because you can't fill the run.
1987.
Yeah.
There's only 15 issues total.
So I think it was 13. I think it was number 13, or maybe it was 15. I don't remember. I'm too old. I can't remember. But Eddie, you gotta watch the next Castle's Corner. You have to.
For some reason, I don't get notified anymore when you do those. I don't understand why. I don't get notified when Triple B goes on either. If Jay doesn't remind me or give me a link, I miss them.
Wow.
Are you on Instagram?
Nope. Well, I am, but dang it, that reminds me. I still haven't replied to Big B, and it's been like 2 months now or whatever it was.
What is your Instagram? Because I could always.
I do not remember, John. I'll have to look it up and send it to you. I don't use it. I've never used it for anything. I got it once just to chat with someone, and I forgot I had it.
You know what I'll do? I will.
Jay's got it, I think.
No, I will send it in our group chat on Facebook.
Okay. Well, if you did send me something to Instagram, it would make me check the dumb things.
No.
Finally talk to Big B.
No, I would do. No, screw Big B. Just do. I don't know. No, I'll send
Castle making friends on the EXP.
You know what?
No, I need to send Ed a reminder to talk to Big B.
Yeah, well, I'll remember right now, but when the show's over, I won't. That's the problem. I've never used it for anything. I've never understood why it was popular. I tried using it, and I'm like, I don't see the point of this.
With what? Instagram?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. I wasn't on Instagram that much until I was doing, obviously, the online stuff and the Castle's Corner and everything. Yeah. And freaking, I only did the Castle's Corner because of this Yahoo freaking.
So if I ever do get a channel going that Jay is going to promote because it's empty, I should try to link it to Instagram somehow. Is that what you're telling me?
It's basically just another avenue to get people, you know, aware of your channel and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But is that something that's easy to do? You just link them?
Yeah. Well,
yeah, it is. It is.
Like.
Oh yeah, Castle can do it. I'm sure I can figure it out.
Oh yeah, if I could do it, anybody could do it. Trust me. Trust me. Yes, Steve. Okay, so it was number 14 and 15. Okay, so if you have 14 and 15, Eddie, man, make sure, please, that they're in good shape. Because, yeah, now that I remember, for some reason, 13 and 14 and 15, I don't know what happened. They only came out
when I was like 6 or 7, my dad bought me Iron Man #1 from 1960, whatever. I still had it and read it all the time as a kid. When about 15 years ago, I was starting to worry about them because I didn't want them to get damaged. So I sent it in just to have it sealed. Wasn't expecting a good grade. I got a 6.5. And that's not bad for a kid who read it 55 times. So I took care of my books. Dude. So if I have them, I'm sure they'll be in decent shape.
Yeah, go check them out. That's great. 6.5. Oof.
Yep.
That is awesome.
I've always been very protective of my things, and I think it's because we grew up poor. so we didn't have much. So when you got something, I mean, I was the kid that would be entertained gluing popsicle sticks together into a tower. That was my video game system when I was a kid.
Well, I heard
So,
the people on the little short bus are like that. So
yeah,
I get it. I get it.
yeah. That's why you're not allowed within 1,000 feet of one. I get it.
Oh, God.
Bam! Keep pushing my buttons. Keep pushing.
Oh,
See, Jay. this
Kyle
should-
is going to ban us all
No,
from the
dude,
EXP.
this should
He's
be
never
the
going to let
show
us on
every
again.
Wednesday. This should be the show. The four of us. Talk him into it.
goodness.
I would be
One-
all over that.
Dude, yeah. It's one less show he has to do.
But you guys got to get the child filter to cut the swearing.
Yeah.
I will. If we are on, I'm sure Triple B and I can cut the hoo-hoo out.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Do you have any other copies of the Faust hardcover you're willing to sell? Is that the
No,
only copy you have?
that's the only copy I have.
Hmm.
Why?
When did you get
want it?
that?
Oh, Steve was asking.
Oh, okay.
When did you get that, Castle?
About 2 months ago.
Oh, so it's new.
Yes. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It's.
I wish
it-
they'd have colored the darn thing. I'd love to read it again.
I think there might be one coming out because this was a Kickstarter. So
Oh.
I think he's got another one coming out with color. I don't quote me, but I will find out for you.
Well, if they're $400, that's way out of my league anyway.
Nah, I'll buy it for you.
Oh, bunk, you will.
No, I won't. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, bunk
Just to
you
make
will.
me look good.
Yeah.
No, but I will find out and we'll see what we did.
I appreciate that empty bag of chips you mailed me for my birthday, though. That was great. I appreciate
Hey,
that.
look! If the Detroit Lions beat the Bucks this year, I'll buy you one.
There's no if. There is no if. Come
Oh,
on.
Jesus, come on! We beat you last year. Come on.
You got lucky. We lost to Washington in the playoffs, which I'm still angry about.
We lost to Washington on a freaking fumble.
But you suck.
Oh, it was
We're getting
horrible.
better. You're on the downtrend, brother. We're on the uptrend.
We are in the uptrend.
You've had a Super Bowl. Back off. Let me get one.
Oh,
And
wait,
knock it off.
wait.
Yeah, I know. Blah, blah, blah.
We have two.
And how you ever got one with Dilfer, I'll never know because that man sucked so bad.
No, we didn't win with Dilfer. Dilfer won with
Oh,
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yeah, we won with.
You had Dilfer, though, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. I had all his rookie cards because I thought he was going to be the big Chicago, person, and he ended up being Chicago.
I can top you. I have 12 Joey Harrington rookie cards because they put him on the side of the Renaissance Center when we drafted him as quarterback number 1.
Oh my God.
They called him Joey Ballgame around here. You don't want to know what I called him after a few games.
Joey Ball Doo-Doo?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I had Trent Dilfer, and then we were so upset because we let him go because he sucked asteroid, and then he goes to Baltimore and he wins a Super Bowl.
Well,
I couldn't believe it.
The defense won that game.
Oh, of course.
It was
of
not
course.
Dilfer. He still stinks.
Yeah, he does.
Who was your quarterback when you were in the
Brad
Super Bowl?
Johnson. Brad Johnson.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Which was mediocre. He wasn't
Jay's
great.
like, please quit talking sports.
No,
Yeah.
no. You're
I'm sorry, Jay.
good. It's just so Steve was asking who the source on the copy you bought, and I was like, didn't you say you got that from Kickstarter?
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
Kickstarter. So,
You might be able to get them on a backer kit after.
you
but
might.
sometimes
or-
Kickstarter.
Some stores did get it, and Steve, ask Robbie because I think he might have a copy at his store. Oh, Tracy, I did like you. Oh, you son of a hoochie mama.
Yeah,
Come
I used to
on,
like Tracy too. The Seahawks
Oh,
are the bane of my
Seahawks.
existence. Somehow they always find a way to beat us. When we beat them last year, I like celebrated.
All right, Tracy. I'll tell you. Who's that?
Letterkenny, Shorzy,
Oh,
The Sud. What did that say? The Dangleberry what?
Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs.
Yeah,
That's the hockey team that
I think that's
Shorzy
what
plays
they.
for.
I think that's what they call the Bucks in the NFL now.
no, they called your mama that. Okay. You
Ooh.
All right. Tracy, let's have a friendly bet like I did with Eddie, because we actually play you guys too. We'll talk about it. We'll do something about it. Okay.
Don't do it, Tracy. He sends terrible pics through your IM if he wins, so don't do that.
I only send them to you, not to anybody else. Okay. Oh, can I show Tracy this?
Yeah.
It's Tracy, trust me, it's nothing bad. Oh God, you wanted me to show. Here's my drawing.
Oh yeah, check these out, y'all.
Okay, Tracy. Hopefully, she's a professional, so I feel bad showing this.
Are you
but-
kidding me, dude? Oh,
Here's my drawing of. I'm a huge Star Trek fan, so that was what's her face?
7-9.
7-9.
Yeah.
7-9.
Worst Thanos I've ever seen.
You're such a douche nozzle. Okay, so here is here is my main man, Punisher.
You got a picture of me on your phone? That's so sweet.
Yeah, I do. Wait,
Uh-oh. Never
Wait.
mind. Stop.
I do.
No.
I do.
I retract that
I
statement.
Where's
Here
that?
it is. Here.
Oh,
Yeah,
No.
make
And
it into
then
a poster. I agree, Tracy. I agree.
and then here is the one that people have seen.
Hey, I can see that one.
No,
you drew that?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I did. You prick.
So good.
Well, I was gonna compliment it, but now it's like crap.
You know what? All right, I will tell you this. I know you guys want to go, but I will tell you this. I drew this in 1990. I drew this in black and white. I used to do drawings when I was in the military. I was in on submarine.
Was your name Simon?
No, my name was Seaman. Okay, so
And we're banned from the EXP.
I did that drawing for $50, right? And the guy that I did it for, he loved it, but he asked me if I could color it, and I was like, "Dude, for $50 more, I'll color it." And he was like, "Great." I never saw him again because he went out on a 6-month excursion and all stuff like. So I never got to see him. So I kept it. I still have the drawing. It's in my house. It's hanging up in the hallway. But that thing is what? 30 years old?
Oh,
Yeah. 1990, what, 25, 35 years.
Wow, if you ever become important, that might be worth $5. Good job, man.
Can you cut him loose, please, Jay? You know? I thought we were professionals.
oh my God.
I really thought we were professionals.
the
You better
longest
think again,
paid
Well,
bud.
thank you, Tracy. Thank you. Coming from you, that means a lot. Trust me. Yeah, I do have other stuff. Like I said, I have. Next time we do a show, I'll bring my art book if that's okay. There's only like 2 or 3 big pages. Like I said, I got that Death Walk. I created 2 characters, Activator and Death Walker, and I got a picture of both of them. I thought they were going to be a comic. Back in the 80s, it was like a Stallone and Schwarzenegger together, like mashup. So, yeah, my mom, like I told you guys, my mom every freaking day, I talked to her. She goes, "Oh, I wish you did. You wasted your potential." And I was like, typical mom, you know.
Well, every mom's always got to say that about their
Yeah,
kids,
yeah,
Ryan.
it's
I mean,
true.
come on, man.
It's true. But I'm trying to figure out if I have any drawings around. I don't. You guys got to see my. Next time I'll do like a room tour, because I have so much stuff. I have, Jay, I don't know if you can see it. Like I have all Action Comics.
Mm.
Let me see. I hope I don't die. Okay, hang on. See, and I'm trying to get. God damn it, this iPad sucks ass.
And he
Okay.
swears again.
Oh, I said ass. Okay. You see that symbol in the I had that case built.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know you can't see it because
Well, I can see that symbol. That looks
Okay.
awesome.
Okay, yeah, it freaking cost me a lot of money to do it.
Wow.
But yeah, I have all the 1,000 comics in there, and that little statue. I had one of my chiefs from Fire Rescue made it for me, so the case, so it's homemade and all stuff like that. But
That is awesome.
yeah, Ed, you got anything like that?
I got lots of stuff like that.
Well, let's see it. Oh wait,
Yeah, because the
Oh,
camera's
okay, I
working.
get it.
Yeah. If I'd have known that they wanted pictures last time that we were on, I would have had some ready.
well, next Wednesday.
I sent Jay some of my art pictures.
Yeah,
that
he
I
told me
drew.
they sucked.
Yeah, I
No
know.
way.
They do.
No, he
Kids
didn't.
like
You
'em.
know he didn't.
And if it makes a kid smile, that's better than your mama saying, "What a
That-
good
you know
dwelling you with a
what?
boy." Yeah.
I wouldn't talk about kids if I were you. Okay?
Why? You're not within 2,000 feet of
Oh,
me.
No,
God.
God,
Oh,
dang,
there's
I heard
no
you and
problem.
Diddy, I heard you and Diddy were just like this. Okay?
Yeah, you don't want to know what I heard, but you and Diddy were like,
Wow.
Oh,
So
you better cut this off or we're going to be banned.
This is definitely the end.
I want to point out that I've behaved for the
you
most
have.
part.
You
Thank
you
you.
have.
Thank you.
You're gonna save it all for Saturday.
XP. I love Kyle. He's my favorite person in the world. You guys are naughty.
Wow. He's saving it all for Saturday, I'm telling you.
That's true.
You got that right.
So real fast before we get out of here, just want to remind everybody that tomorrow there's not going to be a what's in the box, but stay tuned because there might be a pop-up sales show from Cherry Capital Comic-Con with Kyle. Maybe he hasn't given me the 100% on that yet.
Are all the
But,
shows canceled for Monday, I'm assuming?
Monday, yes. Actually, Bronze Age Nerd just canceled. I'm pretty sure that means Kyle and I'll have to talk to Kyle to see if Kyle and I are still doing the sales show. I don't think we are because there probably isn't going to be a whole bunch of people there.
You guys should just take a day off and chill.
Yeah.
You guys don't ever get one.
That's what I'm thinking. But
Yeah.
if he
Especially
doesn't do a
after
sales
dealing
show,
with this guy all night.
I love you guys. I love you guys.
You know
So-
what, Eddie? You know what? I'm gonna say this in Greek so we don't get banned. Ega misu malaka. You know what? I can't even tell you what that means.
You don't need to because I speak a little Greek and I'll come back at you in French.
Dude, Jay, you
Okay.
have to make this a weekly. The four of us.
Mange les merdes, le ridicule américain.
You,
Bang.
you have to, Jay.
We'll talk.
Did
We'll
you just
talk,
hack Tua?
we'll talk to Kyle. Duh.
Oh, I thought you went hack Tua. I'm like, that's not a
No.
foreign language.
No. So no, what's in the box tomorrow? Might be a sales show, but even if there's not, at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, you got the Geek Chat. Again, I said
love
this
that.
the other day.
I love that.
Yes,
The Geek Chat.
such
They
an
are-
underrated show.
Is that the
Yes.
bearded guys?
Yes.
Yes, I like that show too.
I like that show, and it stinks because I can't see them because I'm working. I catch them later.
Yeah.
But dude, you guys got to promote that more. They are awesome together. They,
Yeah.
I don't,
Well, they've been doing it like 20 years or something, haven't they? Something like
I think
that.
so. I think so because I don't
I
live
I like the one guy. Is his name Rich? Is that one of their names?
Yeah,
One that
Rich.
pronounced Lucio Perillo's name right? Yes.
Yeah, that's Rich.
I love that guy. He
Yes.
has a lot of the same tastes I do in comics and movies.
yeah, I love that show. I really do. Yeah.
So be sure you tune into that show. It's always a fun time. I should be working those shows tomorrow because Kyle's not going to be here. So I'll be on the show behind the scenes. Then at 10 Eastern, 9 Central, you got SketchUp with Mog and Mel, and they are going to have. Let me pull up the little description thing here. James oh my goodness, I'm going to butcher this name. Aquilone, talking about Darkest Depths. They're going to have Patrick Blaine
Good night, Tracy.
talking about Hex. Tracy, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. I always
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
for dealing with us, Tracy.
Awesome. Les Garner is going to come back talking about relaunching Brides, which Brides is something I heard about from Nope and Ed. So they're going to have them in that show. They draw art live. You can bid on the art. Fun time. I love Mog and Mel. They're
Can I
great.
show you something?
Yeah,
From them. Hang on.
absolutely.
Hang on.
Absolutely. Whoop. That was awesome how he nailed the camera with his ass.
I did that on purpose just for Ed.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed it too.
Oh, that's good. All right. I don't know how this has come out, but all right. I think I could show you half of it. This is from her.
Oh,
Okay. I got these two
He just likes to hurt me.
and these two.
I see a blue cat. I
It's
think.
so
Oh,
good.
that's right. I'm sorry, Ed. You know what? This time I'm really sorry. I didn't think about that. But that's what she did. And I bought all of them at the same time. I'm not going to tell you what I paid for them because
Oh, that's that night you told me about.
I was
Yeah.
drunk. Okay.
Yeah, never do that.
No. I'm never going to do that
But you
again.
know what? It's already done, so no regrets. You already have it.
I don't regret it. And she was such a sweetheart on it because when she found out that I bought all 4 at the same night, she asked me that can she take a couple weeks with it because she wants to put more detail in them. And I was like, sure. And she's so sweet. And it's so funny. Triple B loves her.
Yeah,
Oh, he loves her.
yeah. Got to meet them in person at Dallas a couple of years ago.
Really?
They're so, dude. Mog and Mel are awesome.
Oh,
They really are. They
I
both
love
are
hearing
so
that.
awesome. We hung
I
around
love-
and talked to them. Yeah, hung around and talked to them. Before I forget,
no, I'm sorry.
Friday, 1 Eastern, noon Central. I think the FOC show's happening, but now I can't remember. So if it's not on, you can blame Jay for that. If you haven't watched the FOC show, though, if it is canceled, go back and watch some. They're fun. And yeah, it's about comics that are already on FOC. But Matthias, that's another show that I think it's because it's on so early, doesn't get the viewership that
Correct.
I think it could have. But it's a good show. Matthias is awesome. Then 7 Eastern, 6 Central, you got original art with Nick. Even if you can't afford the art, which is definitely me,
Yeah.
looking at the pretty art and being like, nope, can't get that. It's awesome. Nick's great. The stories, come to see the art. Stay for Nick's stories. Nick has a ton of them. Nick is another person who doesn't give himself enough credit for being as awesome as he is. But check that one out. And then to end the night at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, you got Friday Night Live for Comics Unlimited. That viewership keeps growing, and it's good to see. Like I love the shows I work on. There's not a show that's my favorite necessarily, but I do particularly love working Fridays. And then Saturday, if you're bored, you want to come hang out for a while, 9 Eastern, 8 Central on the Hydrosylum Comics channel. We have a Hydra Hangout. Could be just friends, could be friends and creator friends, could just
It could be people we don't like Eddie.
Yes, I love you too.
because we love Ed. That's why.
Yeah,
So I was
exactly.
gonna
That's where I
throw
was
that in
going. F you, Eddie.
Yeah. But
Quit flirting with me when we're on a live show, dude. You got to knock it off.
we are just a little bit over time. It'll be all right. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to sign off. Castle, Ed,
Thanks for having me on, Jay.
No,
Your brothers, man, I love having y'all on. Thank you so much.
thank you, Jay.
Yep. And for the chat, hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow. Everyone have an awesome night. And till next time.
Stay
Later.
punished.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.